Hi everyone, I'm Priyanshu Egwal and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today I'm starting a new series in which I will be posting videos related to Android development, and I've also started learning it recently, so I thought why not to share it with you guys. So today's video is going to be the first video in this series, and it is going to be the very basic video which will basically cover what is Android Studio, why do we need it, how to download and install Android Studio, and how to run your first application in Android Studio. And then I will try to keep posting further more videos in this series, so stay tuned for them. So without wasting our time, let's get started for today's video. But before starting, if you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, then do subscribe to it as we have planned for more such amazing content. So now let's first understand what is Android Studio and why do we need it. So Android Studio is just like another IDE. You can think it of as VS Code or IntelliJ. You can also use IntelliJ for Android development, but there are some specific shortcuts which are available in Android Studio which you might not get in IntelliJ. So that's why Android Studio is preferable for mobile development. Otherwise, you can also utilize other IDs, but Android Studio is preferable due to its some additional shortcuts or additional features. Now let's see how we can download and install Android Studio and run our first application. So you can simply go to Google and search for Android Studio installation. So let's go here and let's click on this first link which you will get from developer.android.com, and just click on this download Android Studio. Here you will see this Mac with Apple chip and Mac with Intel chip. Now those who are having Windows will ask how we can install it for Windows. So let's see if there is some link for installing it for Windows. I don't see any link. Okay, so let's go here again. Android Studio installation for Windows. Okay, now let's click on this first link. Yeah, I think you should get something here. Okay, now let's try click on this second link. Here we go. Here is also on the Mac options. Yeah, here. If you're having a Windows laptop, then you can download the Android Studio from here. I am having Mac, so I will go with this one, Mac with Apple chip, and just click on download and just wait for this download to complete, and then we will get back to see how we can install this Android Studio and run our first application. Okay, so now this download is completed, so let's click on this, let's open it, and let's install our Android Studio here. As I'm already having Android Studio, so I will click on keep both. So it will install another Android Studio for me. Okay, so it's copying the Android Studio to applications. Okay, so now let's open it from here. Android Studio 2, it's coming as 2 because I have 2 Android Studio installed. So let's open it. Yes, open. Just click on open. Just have don't send, or you can click on send as well. No issues. You will get an interface like this. Now you can create a new project with empty activity or empty views activity or anything else. So what's the difference between this empty activity and empty views activity? Empty activity will create your application by using composables for the UI, which is a new method. An empty views activity will create your UI with XML layouts. We will understand it in further videos, like what are XML layouts and what are composables. Don't worry about it for now. For now, you can use any one of them. I am using empty views activity, so let's click on next. Let's click on test let's name it as test application, and let's go. Let's finish. Yeah, so now let's, so here you can see you are having your basic setup of your Android application. So as you can see, there is this one main activity.kt file, and here you will be able to see the XML layouts as well. inside this, inside layout, here is your activity main.xml file, and here is your main activity.kt file. So this XML file is basically the layout of your main page of your application. So it is taking some time to import the project as we are opening it for the first time. So let's also connect our device first. Here I am already having a device. If you want to add a new device, just create on this plus and just click on create virtual device, and you can add any of these devices. So now I have started my device. I need to run my app to so that my this code should display on my application, but this project is taking some time to sync, so let's wait for it to complete the sync and then we can start what it is doing. So meanwhile, let's understand what is this main activity.kt file. So this is the main controller of your screen. When you open an Android app, the very first screen you see is usually controlled by a file that's called main activity.kt. Basically, this explains like what should happen when the screen opens, what the screen should show, how the buttons, text, and UI components will appear, will behave, how the user interacts with the screen. So this is basically the first file which should appear or which runs whenever your app opens. And the main activity.xml file basically displays the layout of your app, basically displays the layout of your main screen, you can say. And your .kt, which is .kotlin file, basically represent how your screen will behave. So now our sync is completed. So let's try running our app. As you can see, here's this one play button. So let's click on this button and now our app will run. So as you can see here, this is our main activity.kt file and it is using this layout activity.main, as you can see here. And as you will ask like where is it? So just click on this one. So it will help you in looking the code, XML code, as well as the layout, or if you just want the code, or if you just want the layout, or if you want both of them. These are three navigation buttons. And now our app is running successfully. Here, see, here it's a hello world. This one, this text is rendering here. So now today we have seen what is this main activity.kt file, what is this .xml file. There are some other files as well, like this gradle script. Basically, whenever we make any changes to the dependencies of our project, then we need to sync the project and then we will run it again. And how our code knows that it has to render this main activity.kt file, then there is one android manifest.xml file which basically tells our app which file to run first when on the app launch. So here, as you can see, this is here we have said that this main activity is a launcher activity. So this activity should run whenever our app launches. Got it? So there are other lot of things in this Android Studio as well, like this debugger, this sync project, or this device manager, this emulator, or how you can connect your own virtual own device and test your changes on your own device. These options and all. So we will keep exploring all these options of the Android Studio in further videos as and when we will keep learning new topics. So yeah, that's it for this video. I hope you have got some basic overview like what is Android Studio, why do we need it, and basically how to run your first application. So in the next video, I will try to cover some topic like what is this activity, like we have created this activity, what is this activity, can we create different activities, or what is a fragment, or anything else which might need as a prior knowledge for Android development. So I will be making next video on that. So stay tuned for that. See you in the next video. Till then, keep learning and stay curious.